Hey, it's Curly and welcome back to some more Teppen. I've been playing this quite a lot since those first couple of videos I've uploaded, and I've been messing around with a couple of other decks and heroes here. So we have today I guess, Growth Nero deck, which I'll get more into in a bit. I've yet to spend like any sort of money or anything like that, but I have used up pretty much all of my free currency that I've gotten so far, all of the coins and gems, which they don't really give you a lot of gems, or at least I haven't done the things that give me a lot of gems. There are a bunch of single player things that you can do that I might maybe do in a video on, I don't know yet, but I can definitely get some more resources that way, so I haven't exhausted all of that. But I've just sort of did a bit of that, and then between that quest board that I was talking about before, I cleared that. And between doing some fights and some missions, I've used up just about everything that I've got. Alright, so we got our first fight here. It is of course going to be the Giant Killer Challenge, which I've gotten so many gosh darn times, and I'm honestly kind of sick of it, because I just get it so often. So Giant Killer is, I guess, a mechanic in this game. Essentially, it means that you are facing someone that is a way higher rank than you. The perks of that being where if you beat them, you get an extra bonus. If you don't, if you lose, you don't lose any of your like ranking points, the stars and whatnot. And it's a pretty decent system. Lets you see what like presumably the higher level players are doing. My only real complaint is that I have these games where it's sort of like this seesaw that I've kind of talked about, where it's like, all right, we have one player who's maybe relatively new to the game, somewhere around my level, and I play them, and then we have matches like these where the Giant Killers show up, and I just get, you know, completely demolished because my deck and my card pool isn't as strong, my knowledge of the game isn't as high. So it'll be just the kind of thing where I just get constantly beat up. They'll play cards, and they're like, yep, nope, we're not gonna let you play any cards. Oh, you played a card? Hold up, let me bounce that back to your hand. What's that? Your EX pocket is full? I guess that card just goes and disappears. Let me just attack your face real quick. And it does kind of suck sometimes, but there's not really too much that I can do about it. I can try and level up this, I got Larry Butts, right? And when he gets Growth, he seals the thing in front of me. Not that it entirely matters, to be honest. We're pretty much donezo here. Unless I can, yeah, no. So you see in the beginning, I sort of slowed down. I feel like most new players, myself included, as you can see here, I don't lose any points. And I'm all the way at A1. I think last time I was at like C. But a lot of new players, myself included, I think we playing this game, we're like, all right, speed's what matters. You gotta put cards down as quickly as possible so that the like attack beam goes through as quickly as possible. That's not entirely true. I might be wrong in this, but just from playing and seeing other players, it's not necessarily that. So I've instead adopted a more sort of like reactive playstyle, especially with this deck that has Growth. So Growth is a mechanic that says cards with Growth have a number to them. They gain points equal to the MP of another unit that's played from your hand. So it says Growth 5. So if I play something with 5, it gets the Growth ability, it levels up, which is really hard because that's a really high cost. But you know, they're pretty good abilities once you get them off. So in order to do that, I can do something like play this and then play another 5 immediately after that to get the Growth to come off. Of course, in order for me to be able to do that, I have to play a bunch of really high level cards, which is really difficult to do. So let's see, yeah, I should be able to throw down this Luca here, which is another Growth, to activate Nico's Growth, which does damage to all of them equal to her HP, which is pretty strong. And then the Luca that I played here gave her 1+1+1. This is going to go ahead and immediately destroy her. We're going to go ahead and try and play this Veil here, which essentially just, if you have a Growth unit, you give it a Veil, which makes it immune to spells, I think? Nope, doesn't matter. Alright. Prevents targeting by an opponent's action cards and hero art. So I guess it's already been I don't understand why that didn't work, to be honest with you. I feel like that should have worked. Should have worked. But alright. Let's go ahead and throw this down here. We're gonna give Nico Veil. She's pretty strong right now. It does have the added benefit of giving like plus 1, +4, which is pretty strong. Let's go ahead and give you the shield that I got from the Melu that I just got here, which is going to give her +4. This is going to destroy a unit, which is totally fine, actually, because I wanted to play this to level her up and give them HP. And that's kind of how this deck works. Essentially, you just since it's a green deck, you just play a bunch of big units and buff them up to the point where your opponent just can never get through them, so that lane is essentially locked off, and they just have to find a way to spend all their resources to deal with it while I constantly buff it up. And it's basically what I used to do, I think, with the the X, megaman.exe deck essentially, when I was playing this the last time. So this is, I guess, the sort of evolution of that. And of course, we've got ourselves another giant killer here. This is like every other match. It's going to be the X, which is kind of ironic because we were just talking about that. Let's see if we can swamp this. Okay, cool. We got our golden girls here. X is kind of obnoxious, to be honest, because he kind of does what I do, but a little bit better because of the heart tank. But it actually has the Gaia armor here, which gives everything Veil and +3. So that thing's actually pretty strong. What we can do, let's see, we can do a lot of things here. Let's go ahead and play you here, and then go ahead, ooh, that's kind of annoying. Play this here, which is going to seal away thanks to Butts. And let's actually play another Nico who instantly died? What happened? Hello? Oh, she got moved down. I hate it when they do that. It's so annoying. Its damage becomes 1 for 10 seconds. Let's go ahead and seal this off so it can stop gaining health, because I get to gain health every second or something like that. It's going to deal damage to 1 equal to the HP of one of their things. Ooh, I don't like that. I can't use Veil because she doesn't have growth yet. Or she hasn't maxed out her growth. So that's going to take 1, unfortunately. Okay, let's see if I can level this up with Neil's Hero Art, which gives something growth points. So then that's going to go ahead and destroy that stuff, which is good. The Gaia armor here is going to give everything +3 and Veil, so I can't target them. And Nico is going to go down, which is pretty tragic. These little fucking rabbit things are... Oh no, I know who that is. That's the girl from Mega Man 0. That has a little rabbit girl. Trying to... This sucks. This really sucks. Let's go ahead and play this down here. I had a feeling that playing both those Nikos was gonna hurt me. Let's go ahead and level up. Luca here, she gives me, I think, something, my EX pocket? No, she gets spillover, that's what it is, never mind. And she gives something power here. So we can go ahead and play this girl here, who does lower my MP, which is extremely obnoxious, but she has really big stats. And typically I would combo that by playing something else, but I can't do that right now. Let's go ahead and give this some Veil and some plus health, so I can stick around and ideally take down this Aztec Falcon. I don't like how big this Koanger, no, Herculeans, whatever the heck is getting. So we're gonna have to play something there, I guess. Thankfully this girl is doing a lot of damage down there, but yeah, it's not gonna be enough. I'll throw in Larry there just to somewhat protect, but this probably has Decimate, possibly, I don't know. They're gonna give something shield, which is fine. I literally can't do anything about that. Fortunately, this looks like, yep, gain for them. I've also seen like a lot of the players, they do a lot of things that I find really annoying, but it kind of makes sense. So let me explain. Is that when the, like, I keep calling it the attack beam, I don't know what else to call it, but when their attack beam is about to hit you or hit something, they'll play a, sorry, I just banged in my mic. They'll play like an action card, or they'll do an effect or something, or their hero art, so that it throws off your timing, because you might try to like ready up something, like play your own action card, something like that, and then when that happens, the card that you were trying to queue up, like to play in that spot or whatever, as soon as something dies, for example, it just goes back into your hand. Or then they'll play like the action cards, you're about to get hit, and then, you know, when that split second, if you don't instantly play that card that might have saved you that millisecond, you just get hit. So let's go ahead and try and keep this hand here. So with Gloria here, typically I like to play her and like Melu, because what I can do is I can play her, we can I guess play her up here, and then she levels up so I don't lose the MP, and then I get a surge of MP from Melu here. She says whenever something levels up, she gets +1/+1, but I didn't count it in time. So let's go ahead and play this. Ugh, I didn't make it in time, unfortunately. So she's not going to be able to level up. I don't have anything that I can play soon enough. So let's go ahead and play this here. We managed to seal off whatever this is. What is this? Return a card that costs 4 back to my EXE spot. Yep. One of the more stronger cards, or I shouldn't say cards, stronger effects that I've seen is just bouncing stuff, which is pretty annoying, not gonna lie. Because I've played certain opponents where I'll just play stuff and they'll just instantly bounce everything that I have back to my hand the second I play it, and then I don't have that MP anymore, and then they just wreak havoc. So let's see if we can make this work here. We can't really give her any more growth, which is interesting. If we could, we can actually make her pretty big. I don't know what this does. I think this gives them some sort of effect. Oh, no, not flight. Let's go ahead and play this here, which gives her growth points and then bangs out damage times 8 to everyone else. And let's go ahead and use this veil here real quick so that she can get targeted and she gets extra health. I don't think I can use her her skill again, which is a bit unfortunate, because doing 12 damage to the whole board would have been really nice. But we're just going to slowly see if we can chip away at the 0 here. They're going to play Brainwash. Seize control of an enemy card. I don't really have anything I can do about that. I really need to get those cards that like interrupt, but I don't have any of those. Let's see. We can alright, so we can play this now because we have full MP anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I was hoping for this armadillo to die so that I can do some stuff. They're gonna return something to my EX pocket, which is interesting that they're gonna return that I just played, considering I had a 412 in front of them. But alright. Whatever you say, buddy. I also don't like the way Nero's arm looks in this render, but hey, whatever. Yep. Good old giant killer every other match. Alright, let's see how we can make this work. Ryu might be a really bad matchup for us in this deck, to be honest. We'll try and keep this hand here. Let's see what we can do. I can do something kind of interesting here, but I don't really I don't plan to be like an expert or anything like that, right? So I hope that's been clear that I'm not like some kind of expert or anything. I barely know what I'm doing, but I know some things have worked, and I've just been trying to make that work as well as I can. I really do not like this guy. I've seen him a bunch, and I constantly get wrecked whenever he shows up, and I really do not like it. Let's go ahead and activate our growth to clear the board a bit, and then get some spill over here, which doesn't matter because it just does adjacent damage. She's kind of in a bad spot to do that with. But she also powers up something in my hand, which is pretty nice. We're gonna get shot by this fellow over here. Okay. Whoops. Alright, so they're using this skill. I usually just use the Shinku Hadouken. We're gonna go ahead and activate the Veil real quick, see what this does. This gives everything +1 effect damage. That's... oh, it gives action cards and units +1 effect damage. Okay, so that's alright. So that's gonna deal +3. I don't like that at all. Let's do another Veil on top of that, just because it gives it +4 health. So that should keep her alive. She's gonna then take +6, and then get the Veil to heal back up. We have a spot here, so we can go ahead and play Butts, who's 3/6 thanks to the Luca powering him up. And now we have the veils, so we don't get any effect damage, which is good. Would be nice if I could play something to help her out, because she's unfortunately going to perish. But we can go ahead and play this cat here, which does give me plus MP boost, and then it activates the butts to seal whatever is in front of him on his growth. I hate saying growth, and they're just going to scoop. Wow! I actually managed to beat a giant killer challenge on the recording. That's dope. So you'll see here, I get an extra star because I beat a giant killer. And that is gonna levels us up and almost get us to I don't know what happens after that, actually. I guess whatever the next rank is. So that's cool. Alright, sorry, I just wanted to do a quick little video again with some more Teppen. I'll probably do a few more of these. I don't know how much people are liking these, if at all. I'm kind of recording these ahead of time, or I shouldn't say ahead of time, I'm recording a lot of these at once, I should say, but at the same time, I don't really care. I'm just gonna do what I like and have some fun. So, till next time, take care of yourselves and each other, and have yourselves a damn good one.